Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I want to share a few things with you and remind myself of this as well. So I want to talk about goal setting and how to stick with it. Okay, I'm going to start this with a quote. Corny, I know, but bear with me. Anyways, Mark Twain once said, "To live a fulfilled life, we need to keep creating the what's next of our lives. Without dreams and goals, there is no living. Only merely existing, and that is not what we're here for." When I first got into college, I felt completely lost. I was always told, continue your education, but what did I want to do? Well, since I lacked vision and direction, I did what I was told. I went into general studies because I had no real dream, and most importantly, no goals for my future. Time and time again, I'd set goals like wake up early, exercise, eat better, study hard, so on and so forth. But those never lasted or stuck. I'd probably make it for 3 days or a week at best before becoming complacent with my attempts and making every excuse or reason I could, and soon returning to my old, easy habits. Looking back now, I never achieved my goals because I lacked a solid reason about why I should even try, or how it will impact my future. Now, think about yourself. Let's say 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? For me now, I see a healthier version of me being able to run, hike, keep up with my kids, and teaching. And that is the concrete vision I have now created, and this has helped me create one of my many goals, being a healthier, happier me. Reflecting back now, had I have stayed on the path that I was on, eating whatever I wanted, not caring about the fact that it was becoming difficult and painful to walk, and being lazy to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, I probably would have never been able to do the things that I love doing now. Once I had a better vision and understanding of what I wanted to do, it was time to set up small goals along with a clear path to follow. Here's another question. You wouldn't just hop in the car with the idea of traveling across the country unprepared with no map to guide you, right? Well, we tend to do this with our goals, and I used to do this all the time, and sometimes still do. It is essential to set a clear path for yourself to follow, otherwise, we tend to lose sight or make excuses. Think of this as a plan or a to-do list with a time of when it needs to be done. So, here's an example. When I was 300 pounds and had the goal of weight loss, I'd get the motivation of buying healthy food in a gym membership and stick with it for a few days, but eventually burn out, return to my dorm with Taco Bell, and canceling the membership. The reason I burned out so quickly is that I had no idea how I was going to lose weight. I know the general know-hows, but I never made my own path clear or a to-do list. So my failure was inevitable. The difference now is that I want to be healthy and happy. So what is my path or to-do list? Well, the first step for me was to find an exercise that I like doing and stick with it for 3 weeks at first, and see if it really is for me. This turned out to be outdoor jogging. By making the time frame 3 weeks, it allowed me to see if this is actually something that I would want to continue with. I'd also set small goals for my jogging, like running 5 miles with only a certain number of breaks. The next thing in my path was to find healthy food that I actually liked. To this day, I despise most salads. They just aren't for me. So instead, looking to incorporate whole foods. This was a game changer. Now I eat and enjoy wholesome foods that satisfy my taste buds. No salad in sight. The time frame for this was pretty easy. I want this to be a lifelong plan, and I started right away. No wait time. Those were just two of the things that helped me set the path to my goal. No matter the goal, you need to be clear and concise with your path and set the time frame to reach the goal. For example, if you have a goal of saving money to go on a trip, the path: set aside $10 a week and don't go out to eat. Do this for about 20 weeks and boom, $200 for a short trip. Okay, enough about the vision. Now down to the things to avoid. First, avoid setting any unrealistic goals. When you do this, you are setting yourself up for disappointment and possibly failure. Now you can create small goals that help you lead to that bigger goal. This will really help you so you don't become overwhelmed at the thought of, how is this even possible? Okay, back to my jogging example. I had the unrealistic goal of jogging the full 5 miles with no break, only because I was able to do it before, so I assumed I could still do it. Yeah, not exercising for 3 months made that goal impossible for the first jog. I took probably 7 breaks and no longer cared about that goal any longer. But wait, after about a month of setting small goals along the way, I'm happy to say that now I can jog that full 5 miles with only 1 to 2 30-second breaks. By setting smaller goals along the way, I am building up to that bigger goal. I figured breaking it down into smaller goals as such, I wouldn't feel disappointed or get burnt out. And I'm so happy with the progress. So, takeaway for the first goal: don't be unrealistic. Set that bigger goal out farther if you need to, and set smaller goals with a time frame, of course, in order to build up to that bigger goal. Okay, enough about that. Now the second thing to avoid: don't set goals too low. I did this all the time, and that's the reason I've built up so many bad habits. That aside, when you set your goals too low, not only are you putting yourself in a box and going in circles, you aren't reaching your full potential. When you set a goal that you know you can reach, you are like me, either being lazy or underestimating yourself. The fear of failure or the thoughts of actually trying become so overwhelming, we tend to set the bar low and only hindering our path to the bigger goal. When I first began trying to set goals, I lacked the confidence and ambition, holding myself back from reaching simple goals. I had to start with small goals and build from there. I built up my self-confidence and began to set even bigger goals. So, if you are lacking the confidence to even start the journey to the bigger goal, then start small and build up from there. We all have to start somewhere. But later, don't be afraid to go for even bigger goals or even more difficult goals. And most importantly, do not underestimate yourself. You have so much potential and can achieve so much if you just keep building on those small goals and try to stretch your own limits. So, bottom line, when you set your goals low and never try to do better than you did yesterday, you tend to only go in circles. Okay, I know this is a bit of a longer video, but I hope you find this helpful in your own journey, no matter what it is. Also, if you have any other thoughts or opinions about setting goals, leave them in the comments below so we can all learn and grow together. That is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.